Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Wednesday, May 7th. Coming up on Cullman Today, road repair funding, county school hires, and treasure hunter Jim Phillips comes to Cullman. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Alabama Senate President Pro Tem Garland Gudger recently announced he secured more than $545,000 in funding from the Ivey administration for needed road repairs and improvements in Cullman and Winston counties. Gudger has said he believes that good roads are important to our area's economic success, but they are also a quality of life issue for the residents who have to travel on them. The secured funding for upcoming road projects includes over $295,000 for the town of Berlin in Cullman County to widen and resurface Mount Carmel Drive, including realignment of the intersection with U.S. Highway 278, and $250,000 for the town of Addison in Winston County to resurface Highland Street, 3rd Street, and Elm Street. Representative Tim Wadsworth worked with Gudger to obtain the funding. Gudger says that he will continue ensuring that the tax dollars sent to Montgomery return to Senate District 4 many times over in the form of road construction, infrastructure improvements, and other special projects essential to our area. Cullman County Schools announced principal hires at 2 of their schools. In a statement from Cullman County Schools, Superintendent Shane Barnett is recommending Michael Lindsay as the first principal of Hanceville Primary School and Troy Taylor as the new principal of Hanceville Elementary School. Michael Lindsay will be responsible for grades pre-K through 2. He is a national board-certified educator with 26 years of experience in education and is currently the principal of West Point Elementary. Lindsay has a deep commitment to student success and a strong belief in the power of relationships. Lindsay said that he looks forward to building new connections at Hanceville, where every child is valued, loved, and allowed to shine. Troy Taylor is currently the assistant principal at Hanceville Elementary, and in his new role as principal will be responsible for grades 3 through 5. He has 13 years of experience, with 7 of those years in administration. Taylor said he looks forward to continuing the traditions and culture they are working on to improve at Hanceville Elementary. Taylor replaces current principal Stacy Olinger, who recently announced her retirement. Dr. Barnett is also recommending Erica Rutherford as the new principal of Fairview Elementary. Rutherford is a lifelong resident of Cullman County and currently serves as assistant principal at Arab Elementary School. Rutherford holds a doctorate in curriculum with a specialization in literacy from the University of Alabama. She also holds a master's degree in educational leadership and is a national board certified educator. Rutherford said that she is truly looking forward to being part of the Fairview's amazing school community. Rutherford replaces Marty Hardman, who recently announced his retirement. Pending board approval, Rutherford, Lindsay, and Taylor will assume their new roles effective July 1st. The Cullman Senior Center will host a special event on Thursday, May 8th at 1 p.m. featuring Alabama historian, speaker, explorer, treasure hunter, and collector Jim Phillips. Cullman Senior Center manager Christy Young said that in addition to the stories Phillips will bring, attendees can also bring their treasures for a free appraisal. Young said treasures could be any bottles, old American currency, Bibles, or any items found or passed down for generations. There is no fee, but a donation to help cover the cost of hosting is encouraged. Pre-registering is not necessary for this event. The Cullman Senior Center is located at 1539 Sportsman Lake Road in Cullman. For more information, visit www.jimphillipsalabama.com. And those are the top stories in Cullman today. Coming up, Good Hope splits with Dora and Hamilton at North Regional. Sports is next. Welcome back. The Good Hope Raiders secured an area championship last week, and they were back on the field Monday morning at the 4A North Regional Tournament at Coffee O'Neill Park in Florence. The Raiders got the day started with an 11-1 win over Dora, and in their second matchup of the day against Hamilton, Good Hope jumped out to an early lead, but the Aggies came from behind to defeat the Raiders 3-2. In their game against Dora, Lizzie Steed led off the bottom of the first with a triple into center field, and Kylie Smith drove her in with a sacrifice fly to give the Raiders a 1-0 lead. After a scoreless second inning, Good Hope lit up the scoreboard in the bottom of the third. Maggie O'Neill drew a leadoff walk, and back-to-back singles from Steed and Smith loaded the bases. A few pitches later, Campbell Koch knocked a 2-run single into left field to make it a 3-0 game, and Haley Lay followed with an RBI double to make it 4-0. Molly Benefield kept the momentum going with a 2-run double to left field, stretching the lead to 6-0, and 2 pitches later, an RBI single off the bat of Natalie Miller gave Good Hope a 7-0 lead. Later in the inning, Steed drove a 2-run double to left field to put the Raiders ahead 9-0, and Smith capped things off with another RBI single to make it 10-0 going into the fourth. The Bulldogs pushed 1 run across in the top of the fourth to trim the lead to 10-1, but after a scoreless fifth inning, Good Hope wrapped things up in the bottom of the sixth. A leadoff triple from Smith put the winning run on third base, and after a single from Koch put runners on the corners, Gracie Bates singled to score Smith and secure an 11-1 win for the Raiders. In the game against Hamilton, Lizzie Steed and Kylie Smith led off the bottom of the first with back-to-back singles. Later in the inning, Molly Benefield drove them both in to score with a single to center field, giving the Raiders a 2-0 lead going into the second. Both starting pitchers dominated most of the game after that. Good Hope and Hamilton combined for just 3 hits over the next 4 innings, but the Aggies were able to break through and score 3 runs in the top of the 6th to pull ahead 3-2. The Raiders were unable to answer the late push from Hamilton, and the Aggies held on to defeat Good Hope 3-2. Good Hope will face Hatton or Cordova in an elimination game today at 10:45. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including Hanceville's Fish-O-Rama and a Relay for Life car show. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Flourish of Cullman will be hosting JET, Job Exploration Training, for high school students with an IEP, 11th graders, and returning seniors. JET is a hands-on work experience in a real job setting where students can learn valuable workplace skills like communication and professionalism while exploring in-demand career opportunities in their local job market. The program runs from June 2nd through June 25th for 6 hours a day, Monday through Thursday. Space is limited and applications are being accepted now. To apply, email Melissa Dew at melissadew@flourishofcullman.com or call the Flourish office at 256-735-4186. JET is funded by the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services. The City of Hanceville Parks and Recreation will hold its annual Fish-O-Rama fishing tournament from May 22nd to 24th at Veterans Memorial Park in Hanceville. This free 3-day event is open to participants of all ages and abilities. The event kicks off Thursday, May 22nd, with the Special Needs Division, followed by the Senior Citizens Division, age 55 plus, on Friday, May 23rd, and concludes with the Kids Division on Saturday, May 24th. Each day's registration begins at 7:30 a.m. with fishing starting at 8. Trophies will be awarded to first, second, and third place winners in each division, and door prizes will be given away throughout the event. Lunch will be provided for all attendees. For more information, email parkdirector@cityofhanceville.net. The Read Between the Wines Book Club meets on the first Thursday of each month at Sipsy Winery inside the Flying 50 Hotel. Membership is free and open to all. Club coordinator Madison Wren says the meetings are relaxed and open, focused on the community, and sharing thoughts, swapping recommendations, and enjoying the vibe. Books are selected based on member suggestions, though Wren hinted at themed months, rotating book leaders, and book and wine pairings. For more information, visit the Sipsy Vineyard and Winery Facebook page. The community is invited to come out and support a good cause at the upcoming Cullman County Relay for Life Benefit Car Show, set for Friday, May 31st from 5 to 9 at Depot Park in Cullman. Organized as part of Cullman's Relay for Life efforts, the event aims to raise funds for cancer research and support services. Registration for vehicles will begin at 4:30 p.m. with cars, trucks, bikes, rat rods, and project vehicles welcome to participate. A $20 donation is requested to enter a vehicle into the show, with all proceeds benefiting the Cullman Relay for Life through the Cars for a Cure team. In addition to the car show, the evening will feature food trucks, other Relay for Life team activities, and a host of family-friendly entertainment. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Cullman's in full bloom in the newest edition of Community Matters from the Cullman Tribune. Discover fresh dining spots, celebrate community connections, and meet local heroes making a real difference. From stunning sights to courtside lights, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Pick up your free copy around town or read it online today. Community Matters. Get to know your community.
Let's take a moment to pause and pay our respects to those who lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Norma Elise Lampett, 93 of Hanceville, passed away on Saturday, May 3rd. Funeral service will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday, May 10th at Trinity Lutheran Church in Hanceville. The burial will follow at Trinity Lutheran Cemetery. The family will welcome friends for visitation on Saturday at Trinity Lutheran Church from noon to 1 p.m. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her friends and family. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Showers and thunderstorms are likely throughout the day today with a high near 71. Tonight, just a 40% chance of showers with a low around 63. Thursday, more showers throughout the day and night with a high near 77 and a low around 60. That wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.